Hello, my name is Joshua Mugabi. I welcome you to Biology Boss MCQ Part 29. I would like to encourage you to learn, to like, to share, and to subscribe. If the contents of blood capillary in the villas of a man is analyzed, it will be found to have A. More fatty acids and glycerol and oxygen, but less carbon dioxide, amino acids and glucose. B. More amino acids, oxygen and glucose, but less fatty acids and glycerol. C. Only amino acids, oxygen and glucose, but no fatty acids and glycerol. D. More carbon dioxide, amino acids and glucose, but less oxygen, fatty acids and glycerol. And the answer is C. Only amino acid, oxygen and glucose, but no fatty acids and glycerol. The part of the brain which controls the concentration of salts and water in the blood is A. Medulla oblongata, B. Hypothalamus, C. Cerebrum, D. Cerebellum. And the answer is B. Hypothalamus. Which of the following is true of blood entering the efferent vessel as it leaves the glomerulus? It has a high concentration of A. Glucose, B. Water, C. Protein, D. Urea. And the answer is C. Protein. Which of the following is the least reliable method of birth control? A. Rhythm method, B. The pill, C. Coitus interruptus, D. Condom. And the answer is C. Coitus interruptus. Very small mammals cannot live at high altitudes of over 3,500 meters because A. At such altitude, the oxygen pressure is too low. B. They would lack suitable food materials. C. They lack sufficient fat to keep them warm. D. Their surface area to volume ratio is too high. And the answer is A. At such altitude, the oxygen pressure is too low. An enzyme which facilitates the breakdown of hydrogen peroxide in living tissues is known as A. Hydrase, B. Catalase, C. Diastase, D. Amylase. And the answer is B. catalase. The following are advantages of vegetative propagation, except A. Possibility of raising offsprings where they would otherwise not. B. Early maturity of offspring. C. Maintenance of parental characteristics. D. Production of more vigorous offsprings. And the answer is D. Production of more vigorous offsprings. When plants make carbohydrates, they are converting solar energy into A. Chlorophyll. B. Biological energy. C. Solar energy. D. Chemical energy. And the answer is D. Chemical energy. The limiting of the number of organisms using another organism is known as A. Biological control. B. Chemical control. C. Parasitism. D. Pest control. And the answer is A. Biological control. Which of the following processes needs energy? A. Absorption of mineral salts by root hairs. B. Absorption of water by roots. C. Gaseous exchange in alveoli. D. Loss of turgidity by a plant cell. And the answer is D. Loss of turgidity by plant cell. Which of the following statements is correct? A. Blood flows from the heart to the lungs in the pulmonary artery. B. Blood flows from the body to the heart in the aorta. C. Blood flows from the kidneys in the renal arteries. D. Blood flows from the liver to the intestine in the hepatic portal vein. And the answer is A. Blood flows from the heart to the lungs in the pulmonary artery. A nocturnal bird was found to have a retina composed entirely of rods. This means that it A. Can only focus on distant objects. B. Has good color vision. C. Can judge distance very well. D. Has accurate vision in dim light. And the answer is D. Has accurate vision in dim light. Which of the following is not carried in blood? A. Amino acids. B. Carbon dioxide. C. secretin, D. trypsin. And the answer is D. trypsin. The graph below shows the effect of oxygen concentration on the growth of roots and shoot. From the graph, we can say that A. Shoots require higher oxygen concentration than roots for maximum growth. B. Very high oxygen concentration is favorable for growth of shoot. C. Very low oxygen concentration is most effective on roots. D. Oxygen concentration, which retards root growth, also retards shoot growth. And the answer is A. Shoot require higher oxygen concentration than roots for maximum growth. Which of the following is true about protozoa? A. The simplest animals. B. All parasites. C. Autotrophs. D. Unicellular organisms. And the answer is D. Unicellular organisms. By which one of the following processes does carbon dioxide pass through leaf stomata? A. Osmosis. B. Diffusion. C. Absorption. D. Transpiration. And the answer is B. Diffusion. Which one of the following does not carry blood in its body? A. Bee. B. Fish. C. Snake. D. Earthworm. And the answer is A. B. During a reflex action, the following takes place. 1. Impulse crosses the synapse. 2. Impulse passes along sensory neuron. 3. Receptors which are affected by a stimulus set up impulses. 4. Impulses passes along motor neuron to motor organ. Which one of the following is the correct order? A. 1, 2, 3, and 4. B. 3, 2, 1, and 4. C. 2, 3, 4, and 1. D. 4, 2, 1, and 3. And the answer is B. 3, 2, 1, and 4. That is, receptors which are affected by the stimulus set impulses. Then 2, impulses pass along the sensory neuron. And then impulses cross the synapse and the impulse pass along the motor neuron to the motor organ. In an ecosystem, the organisms with the least energy in their bodies are A. Secondary consumers, B. Producers, C. Tertiary consumers, D. Primary consumers. And the answer is C. Tertiary consumers. Which of the following letters on the diagram below represents the gray matter? WXYZ. A. X. B. Y. C. W. D. Z. And the answer is C. W. Hello friends, thank you for participating in Biology Boss MCQ part 29. Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.